Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am making my herbed butter for Thanksgiving, and I thought I would turn on the camera because I'm not really sure if I ever showed how I do it, and bring you along and we can make the butter in advance. Today is Friday, so I want to get it done and get it in the refrigerator. So let me explain. I harvested fresh sage, thyme, parsley, rosemary. I have more over there. The butter's been out for over 24 hours. You want it nice and soft. And I picked it all off the branch, off their little stems. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this all up, and we're going to make the herb butter that I'm going to put under the skin and all over the turkey for Thanksgiving. So, like I said, I have the sage right here, and I'm just going to chop it up. I'm not going to bore you to death, but I figured I would just bring this onto the channel to show you how I make my herb butter. I'm thinking I might have enough herbs. I dried a lot, but this I picked all fresh yesterday and just spent some time taking it off the stems. And this is what's going to flavor your turkey. You gently lift the skin up and you can put it under the skin, in the cavity, so forth and so on. So I'm going to finish chopping this up and then I will bring you right back. Okay, I just wanted to come back on. One, this is Jean's knife and it's not really sharp. Most important thing you need in the kitchen is a sharp knife. This is the rosemary, and the choice is up to you. If you want to chop it super duper fine, you can leave a little chunky, because like I said, this is what you're going to be rubbing all underneath the skin of your turkey, inside the cavity, and it's amazing. It makes for a very moist turkey for sure. So, my rosemary might not be as small as I normally like it. So I have rosemary, sage, thyme, and some parsley, in case I didn't mention that. You can also use some chives as well. You don't have to make this so that it's super duper tiny, but you don't want it gigantic pieces either. So, just about done here, and then we are going to make the herbed butter. Okay, I'm going to call that good enough. Hopefully, the lighting is bright enough in here for you. Here's my 2 sticks of butter that I kept at room temperature. You can do 1 stick, you can do 2 sticks, depends on the size of your turkey. So let's get this open. You want to just put it in a bowl and start mashing the 1 stick down first. Okay, I have the 1 semi-mashed. This kitchen's a little bit strange. It always stays kind of cold. So my butter has been out for over 24 hours, like I said. And I don't want to put this in the microwave. You don't need it like a whipped butter. You don't need it like that. So if your butter is a little cold from just someone's kitchen, just take a fork and just start breaking it down. We're going to basically add all the herbs into this. I'm using salted butter, so I'm not going to add salt to this butter. You can add a little bit, like a teaspoon or whatever, so it's, like I said, it's going to season the whole bird. It may seem like a lot of butter, but it's going to be worth it. I have a piece of parchment paper ripped, and I'm going to end up putting it on the parchment paper, and we're going to end up rolling it into a log. Okay, so here's the butter. It's all smashed down, and we're just going to dump the herbs right into it. Like so. So that's the rosemary going in. We're going to put the parsley in. Sage, which is a huge component for turkey. And then thyme. Get it all in there. And then there it is, gorgeousness. All the fresh herbs are in there. And we're just going to start incorporating all the herbs into the butter. once you work on that for just a couple minutes, you should be able to get ready to roll it out into a cylinder. I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. A really good little trick too, when your butter's a little not room temperature, you can use the wax paper to start incorporating it. I'm just going to add some fresh black pepper onto it. We'll mix it a little bit more. I mean, it doesn't take long to do this. Like I said, you can add a little bit of salt. I'm going to go in with a little bit of garlic. I'm not going to use fresh garlic because I don't want it to burn. Let me get a pinch of salt. Just don't forget, I'm using butter that already has salt on it. And then just take your paper and just, it'll warm up better with your hands anyway if the kitchen's cold. And just start mixing this all in. And I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like when we go to make it all pretty to put it in the fridge. And you have one of the steps done for Thanksgiving. I figured I would come back on just to show you how I'm actually doing this. I just kind of, I'm using my hands to incorporate everything in, and it just works out really well using wax paper. You can always wipe your stove down, but look at how it's going all through the butter. Look at that gorgeousness. So I'm going to mix it another couple more minutes and we should be good to go. And I'll show you how I roll it and get it all ready to go in the fridge. Okay, so there it is, all mixed in. I'm going to take another piece of wax paper. You can also use saran wrap if you have saran wrap that will cooperate. Say I'll take a piece of saran wrap. We'll try both of them. This is like that press and seal. I don't know if you've been here long enough, you know that I don't really like saran wrap. So now what you can do is just wipe the stove off, and I don't want to get it on my paper. Okay, I'm going to slide this over. And you can cut this into little discs if you want. Let's go with the parchment paper. We're just going to lift it up, put it on the parchment paper like so. And you can basically just form it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just roll it into a log. Like so. Twist the ends. And then this, my friends, is how quick it is to make the herb butter. Just twist the ends and just shape it. Keep it cold. And there it is. If that was not easy, I don't know what is. But I am going to be going to my friends for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to put a piece of saran wrap over it as well. Like I said, it's Friday here today. And I want to have this in the refrigerator, ice cold, ready to go. And you can cut this in little pieces all the way down and use this for your whole turkey. Took a matter of minutes to make. There it is. Let me see if I can get better lighting because my flash wasn't working because my battery was dying. But this is what it looks like. All done, good to go. And it doesn't get any better than that because it's all homegrown herbs. I just added a little bit of pepper, a little pinch of salt, and some garlic powder. And this is what I'm going to smear our turkey with. So the rest of these herbs, I'm going to put them in a baggie that I harvested yesterday. You could put chives. And I'm going to put this in a baggie. And I'm going to use fresh herbs for inside the stuffing. So I basically wanted to just show you how I make my herb butter. It's in a tube. Look at how great that looks. And easy to transport if you're traveling to someone's house as well. So, quickie video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And this is why I always grow herbs. I'm pretty sure people that have been here for a while heard me say it. Like if you were to get this from the supermarket, you might get half of this rosemary. You'll get a few sprigs of thyme, and you'll get, trying to think what they put in there. Rosemary, thyme, and something else. And they'll charge you like $8 for it. So absolutely advise you to grow your own herbs. We're in November and they're still alive out there. So I'm going to put all this in a baggie, and I'm going to take this up and use this chopper and add it into my stuffing. So I have that ready to go. I just have to put it in the baggie, and then this I'm going to put in the fridge, and I will take this over, take it out in advance so it becomes a little room temperature, and have fun smearing your turkey. So that's my herb butter. I love you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, friends.